Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets past one man. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff looking right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers now on first down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
The give is to Elliott, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw, Stafford. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh, 14 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll give to Elliott, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was third and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Stafford. Throw left side, complete. That's Roberts. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's brought in by Janis. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st down, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And some room to roam now. And he slides to avoid the hit. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers now on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Again, it's Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the plate.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Caught left side, Bennett. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
He's got his target. It's come. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A dump off to Elliott. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Rodgers to throw once more. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 65 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This will be fielded at the 6. Spinning away. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down. Here's Rodgers on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And again, it's Rodgers. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And now running right through him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Rodgers again now. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Lions, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.